My chitter chatters and my chatters, listen, head on over to Conscious TV. I'm going to put the link to the page of this blogger in the description for the full audio. But listen, I'm going to say this. Nicki Minaj and her husband has been the topic of controversy for quite some time. Now, for Barbs, before you even attempt to come for me, I'm going to say this. When it comes to Nicki Minaj, she gives great face. The face card never declines. Musically, artistically, creatively, she's extremely talented. However, my personal opinion, I don't like what surrounds Nicki. It seems like she's always mad at someone and extremely evil and just not the girls and doesn't play nice with others. You know, she reminds me of the type the teacher probably wrote the note doesn't get along with others. And it's really sad that that's the case, if that is the case, because guess what? You're so talented that you don't have to do that. And you're probably a billionaire by now. So that's just my opinion of Nicki. She lets her attitude overshine what she's already accomplished and is continuously looking for accolades and praises when it's not necessary. Girl, you're great. You did great things. Everyone knows that. Get over it and pay homage and also support other women. But anyway, outside of that, once Nicki got married to her husband, who, you know what I find so funny? They've referred to him as Zoo and his nickname being Zoo. But in the audio, a short clip that you're going to hear from Conscious TV, they ask him about his nickname, in which he even denies. At 16 years old, he was that petty enough and that crafty enough to not acknowledge certain things. But in case you don't know, he's a registered SA and SO, and there was a lot of controversy surrounding that case and with accusations of intimidation and threatening with the victim, so to say. So many people did not believe this woman. And I have to be honest, after listening to this full interview on Conscious TV, again, link is going to be in my description, and the way that they had all details of the home, what was currently in it on the day that the accusation was made, and the fact that Mr. Petty at 16 years old claimed that the victim was not in the home for a whole entire year, it kind of makes you say, you know? So listen, when it comes to victims, let's start believing them. And that's all I'm going to say about that. There are some people out there who are extremely dishonest and manipulative that will make up stories. However, that does not negate the fact that SA does occur, grape does occur, and maybe we might need to start listening to some of these women when they do come forward. I don't know, listening to this full interview again on Conscious TV, I'm looking a little differently, and I think many people owe Jennifer an apology. Listen to the clip, and for the full interview, go to Conscious TV because, honey, the interview is definitely interviewing. As always, stay true to you. Draw your own conclusion. Make sure to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And listen to the short clip at the end. And you draw your own conclusion.
Office. I understand that you wish to speak to me regarding an incident which occurred at 123-40 Inwood Street in Queens. But before I speak with you, I want to read you your rights. Now, I understand Officer Booth has spoken to you before in the presence of your mother and your father. Is that correct?
Yes.
What's your mother's name?
Annette Petty.
And this is your father who's seated here?
Julian Petty.
Okay. And Officer Booth read you your rights previously?
Yes.
And you made certain statements to him at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Petty, you were asked to sign the memo book?
Yes, I was.
And you did so?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Petty, you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
Anything you do say may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand what I have just said? You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police or to me, and to have an attorney present during any questioning, now or in the future. Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you without cost. Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
If you do not have an attorney available, you have the right to remain silent until you have an opportunity to consult with one.
Yes.
Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
Now that you have been advised of your rights, are you willing to talk to me and to answer questions?
Yes.
Okay, as I said, I understand you want to talk about an incident which occurred at 123-40 Inwood Street in Queens today on September 16th, 1994. What do you wish to say about that?
It didn't occur there.